Hey Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. In this video I want to talk about controlled opposition and I want to focus on David Duke, the former KKK leader. David Duke, Alex Jones, David Icke, Greg Norrie, all these men are controlled opposition. They put out some truth, but they put out lots of misinformation, things to deter people, to take them off the path of truth. What's frustrating is these people are allowed to post their content everywhere without consequences, whereas small-time truth speakers such as myself, we get major consequences. My home has been sabotaged, my home has been burglarized, I have been harassed by the police, I have been jailed, all this for speaking truth. David Duke, meanwhile, and these other men are able to put out all their content without any consequences. And again, that's because they're part of the controlled opposition. I want to show you just how coded of a man David Duke is. I've done videos like this on Alex Jones. This time it's David Duke's turn. Notice here his assassination video about Obama, asking if Israel will assassinate Obama. This is from 3 years ago. It has 1/3 views. Notice the length of the video. 14 minutes, 40 seconds. Within that is the number 144. I have done several videos educating about assassination and 144. In the history of the United States, there have been many assassinations connected to this number. Also in Israel and other parts of the world. Remember, when you write out 44, it sums to 144. David Duke's initials are DD, the fourth letter 44, a lot like 44. All of these phrases here connect to political assassinations, and they all have gematria of 144. I've covered them very thoroughly in many videos I've put out on political assassinations. Check this out with regards to David Duke. His name equals 81. He's a former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan in Louisiana. In his political career, he served District 81, and Wizard has a gematria of 81. David Duke's entire political story is coded by the numbers. They say he supports Donald Trump. This is funny because 88 is the year he ran for office, being elected in 89. The name Trump has gematria of 88. So do the words poison and program. And what David Duke and Donald Trump have in common is that they put out a lot of poison and a lot of programming. The name David Duke in Pythagorean gematria equals 36. Remember, when you sum 1 through 36, it totals 666. I just did a video on Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan has this same name gematria, very much a satanic man whose political career has been by the numbers as well. David Duke, born on a date with an interesting birthday, having a life number connected to Freemasonry. Talk more about that. Lots of interesting things in his numbers. Remember, the KKK truth seeker is the 11, the 11, the 11. When you add KKK, it sums to 33. Look at his biography here. Whoops. Zoom this out so we can see it all the way. David Duke was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, to David Duke Sr. and Alex Maxine Crick. As son of an engineer for Shell Oil Company, Duke frequently moved with his family around the world. Shell Oil is owned by the Rothschild family, the powerful Zionist banking family. They lived a short time in the Netherlands, a highly Masonic Zionist area which I have well exposed, before settling in Louisiana. In the late 1960s, Duke met William Luther Pierce, the leader of the White Nationalist and Anti-Semitic National Alliance, who would remain a lifelong influence on him. Duke joined the KKK in 1967. Freemasonry equals 67 with the S exception. Satanic equals 67. A very important number to these people. Whoops. In 1968, Duke enrolled at Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge, and in 1970 he formed a white student group called the White Youth Alliance that was affiliated with the National Socialist White People's Party. The same year, to protest William Kunstler's appearance at Tulane University in New Orleans, Duke appeared at a demonstration in Nazi uniform. Picketing and holding parties on the anniversary of Hitler's birth, he became notorious on the LSU campus for wearing a Nazi uniform. Truth seeker, KKK equals 33, Nazis equals 33, Nazis and the Hitler came to power in the year 33. Hitler's entire legacy is by the numbers as well. It's because we live in this Freemason Zionist creation. Our history is all Masonic, all based in numerology. This knowledge that I am teaching here is hidden knowledge which reveals the truth of this world. The name Adolf Hitler equals 110. He's born on April 20th, the 110th day of the year. The word president equals 110. The small way, Adolf Hitler equals 56. He would die a week after turning 56. In the month of April, the only month with 56 gematria, his body would never be recovered. To everyone, these should be signs that his story is a lie. His death is a lie. We are always being lied to by this gang. Duke claimed to have spent 9 months in Laos, calling that a normal tour of duty. He actually went there to join his father, who was working there, and asked him to visit during the summer of 1971. His father got him a job teaching English to Laotian military officers, from which he was dismissed after 6 weeks when he drew a Molotov cocktail on the blackboard. He also claimed to have gone behind enemy lines 20 times at night to drop rice to anti-communist insurgents in planes, flying 10 feet off the ground, narrowly avoiding receiving a shrapnel wound. 2 Air America pilots who were in Laos at the time said the flights were during the day and flew no less than 500 feet from the ground. One suggested that it might have been possible for Duke to have gone on a safe milk run once or twice, but no more than that. Duke was also unable to recall the name of the airfield used. These people are just liars, truth seeker. They lie so often. Think about all these men in high places who supposedly have all these heroic events in planes from George H.W. Bush to George W. Bush. This is how the gang lies. Duke graduated from LSU in 1974. Remember, Masonic equals 74. During this time, he spent what would have been his senior year organizing the National Party. Freemasonry, Satanic equals 67. The year he joined the KKK, remember he has this birth numerology of 58, the other number connected to Freemasonry. Let's read about his KKK connections. In 1974, Duke founded the Louisiana-based Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, the 4Ks instead of 3, shortly after graduating from LSU. He became Grand Wizard of the KKK. A follower of Duke, Thomas Robb, changed the title of Grand Wizard to National Director and replaced the Klan's white robes with business suits. Duke first received broad public attention during this time as he endeavored to market himself in the mid-1970s as a new brand of Klansman, well-groomed, engaged, and professional. Duke also reformed the organization, promoting nonviolence and legality, and for the first time in the Klan's history, women were accepted as equal members and Catholics were encouraged to apply for membership. Look how they accept the Catholics. Duke would repeatedly insist that the Klan was not anti-black but rather pro-white and pro-Christian. Duke told the Daily Telegraph he left the Klan in 1980 because he disliked its association with violence and could not stop the members of the Klan chapters from doing stupid or violent things. Talk about some revisionist history, huh? The Klan's not against black people. Well, there's a new one. Anyhow, with this 4K thing, check it out. 4Ks is 11 times 4, 44. The word grand equals 44. He was a grand wizard. Again, his initials are DD, 44. This is why David Duke is the man that he is. He's a coded agent. He's a Masonic agent. Here he's talking about taking off the white robes and becoming businessmen. I'll remind you that the white robes have been replaced by police uniforms, and the word police has a gematria of 33 as well. But anyhow, just know that David Duke is very much an agent, a Zionist Masonic agent, a double agent. This is what controlled opposition is, controlling the whole spectrum. His video from 3 years ago, quite interesting that it has these numbers so connected to very real political assassinations or very real political assassination hoaxes. So anyway, I just wanted to expose David Duke by the numbers, show you what the name's all about, his political career. Remember, David Duke equals 81, Wizard equals 81. He was a congressman in the 81st district, running in the year 88 like poison and program. The shills, they're allowed to speak their message. The true truth speakers, such as myself, we are not. We will be censored. Yesterday, my Facebook page was taken down. The day before, my backup YouTube channel was taken down. This channel you're currently watching has a strike against it and has lost many of its capabilities. I'll keep on keeping on anyway, Truth Seeker. Until next time.